This video, what are we going to do is we'll be checking how to use Python interpreter in order to run different operations on numbers, and we'll also see how to assign different values to variables, what are its naming conventions, and all the other stuff that is related to Python for beginners. Okay, so if you don't know like how to install Python, if you don't know how to run Python on your local system, especially on Windows, I have created a separate video for that. I'll tag that video in the description box. Please make sure you watch that video to install Python and set up properly in your local Windows system. Okay, so if you watch that video, you would be knowing how I use the command prompt. So there is something called Windows R. If you use that command, there will be a dialog box that is popping up here. So if you see there is open CMD, you click on it, you will get a terminal like this. So with this terminal, we are going to interact with Python interpreter, and we'll be doing some basic arithmetic operations. We'll see what is commenting part and all the other stuff related to Python. Okay, so to start our Python journey, to connect with our Python, you can give something called Python in your command prompt. Okay, so as soon as you hit enter, it will be redirected to this. My version is Python 3.12.4. It can be any other thing for you, so it can be Python 3.10 and it can be something else, but you should get an interface something like this as soon as you hit Python, so that it will declare that your system has Python in it and it is up and running. Okay, so we'll first let's check what is commenting in Python. Okay, commenting in Python, this means whenever you are using a hash, okay, whenever you are using a hash and giving something inside that hash, that is giving something after that hash, that would not be considered as a Python code. That is a plain English text which will not be included inside your Python code. Okay, I hope this is clear. Hash is something that will be some kind of directions to the user that this particular code, it is not included in your actual Python script. Okay, so that means that is not actually a code, that is some kind of English plain text for us. Okay, this particular text will not be included in your actual code. Okay, whenever you are using a hash in Python, we'll use hash. In other programming languages, they will use some kind of forward slashes or some kind of stars, something like that, in C or C++ and any other programming languages. Okay, so let's come back and we'll set up on Python. First we'll check how we can use numbers in various styles in Python. Okay, so what are different types of numbers available in Python? In Python we have something like int, float, and complex numbers as well, which we are not going to see in this particular video. So in this particular video we'll concentrate more on int and float and how we can use our interpreter as a calculator. Okay, so how we can use, what are all the different arithmetic operations that you can perform on int and float using your interpreter as a calculator. Okay, so first thing first, we'll check all the arithmetic operations available, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. There is something special about Python. There is something called floor division. We'll see what is that. There is exponent. You can calculate exponent. You can also calculate remainder in Python. Okay, you can calculate addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, exponent, and remainder as well in Python. Okay, we will see one by one. 2 plus 3, it is 5. 3 minus 1, it is 2. Let's say if you want to find out 3 into 6, this is your multiplication. You can do that. As soon as I give something, whenever you are seeing 3 arrows, that I am giving as an input. Whenever you are seeing something without arrows, that is my output. I hope this is clear. And then you can also perform division. 9 by 5. See, whenever I am performing division, I am getting some value with a decimal value. Okay, so 1.8, I am having my decimal 0.8 here, right? So whenever I have something with the decimal points, that is called my float value. Okay, float value is something that has a decimal in it. Okay, so whatever number that is having some decimal point, that is called float. Whatever number that is not having any kind of decimal point, that is called as integer. Okay, integers can be negative and positive, and even floats can be negative and positive. Okay, I hope this is clear. So these are all the different arithmetic operations you can see, and we'll check what is floor division, exponent and remainder, how to do that in Python especially. Okay, first we'll check what is floor division. I'll give you two examples. Try to pause the video and try to find the difference. Okay, this is floor division 5 floor division 2. I got 2. 5 divided by 2, I got 2.5. But try to pause the video and try to understand what's the difference. Okay, yeah, I think we are back. So if you are using floor division, you are getting only the integer part. Okay, and if you are using a normal division, you will get the actual value without any hesitation. You will get your entire thing. You will get a float value as an output. Whenever you are using floor division, you will get only integer value. Okay, let me check. 6 by 2, I should get 3. Let me check whether I will get 3 or 3.0. See, I am getting 3.0. That means Python understands in this way. Whenever you are using division, your output should be a float value. Whenever you are using double division, your output should be an integer value. Okay, let's check for 6 double division 2. Double division and floor division can be used interchangeably. Okay, so it is 3. That means it is an integer value, not a decimal, not a float value. Okay, I hope this is making sense and it is clear. Okay, let's see what is an exponent now. Exponent, it is nothing but powers. Let's say 2 square. How you can use? You can use double star. Instead of using single star for multiplication, if you use double star, then it is called as exponent. Okay, so let's say 6 square, that is 36. Let's see 9 square, that is 81. You can also give something like 3 to the power of 4, that is 81 again. Okay, in this way you can use exponent also. How you can find out remainder? Remainder is very simple. Remainder, you can use something like 5 mod 2. You will use something called modulo. This percentage symbol is called as modulo in Python, and this is used for remainder. 5 mod 2, this should give me 1. 9 mod let's say 5, this should give me how much? This should give me 4. Okay, these are the remainders. I can find remainder with the help of my modules. Okay, that is all about numbers. You can also apply parentheses to group your arithmetic operations. How you can do that? Let's say you use parentheses here. 9 plus 5 minus 6 plus 2 plus 3 inside a parenthesis and divided by 2. Okay, if you are using that, you will get a 6. Okay, you can group all this stuff at the same time. If I give the same thing without parentheses, let's check what's the value is. 9 plus 5 minus 6 plus 2 plus 3 double division 2. The value got changed, correct? The value got changed. Okay, that means your parenthesis plays a crucial role on what at what position your grouping should be done. Okay, so that's how you can use parentheses. Okay, now I hope you can see you can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, exponent and remainder as well. You can apply all the operations at the same time also. That is also possible in Python. Okay, especially using Python interpreter. I hope this is clear. We'll see more about Python using its variables and how to give the naming conventions with some ID like a Jupyter notebook, because that will make more sense rather than working on an interpreter. So I'm showing you the interpreter just to show how Python can be used and how you can manipulate and play with numbers inside Python interpreter. Okay, so in order to make sure how Python works and how the flow of execution works, make sure to watch my next video that will be coming on how to use Python with a Jupyter notebook. Okay, so we'll see that how the Python works there. I hope it's clear about this video. If you have any doubts, keep them posted in the comment section. So that's it for this video, guys. So please do subscribe and please like my video if you like it, and make sure you comment on your doubts. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.